Morning, gang. It's Tuesday morning, Tuesday the 6th of October, 2020. Good morning and welcome to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, our very own little chat show every day here on YouTube, coming to you live from the Chapel Hill Marina here in Lincolnshire, boys and girls. Now, did you see the thumbnail that advertised today's YouTube? Ow! What's a thumbnail? A thumbnail is the little picture that kind of advertises the show that is coming up, which I spend great time doing, I have to tell you that. Since I started putting more effort into these shows, God knows it's made no difference to the numbers at all. But never mind, since I've put even more effort into the shows, there is a little thumbnail that advertised the show. You see it on Facebook and everywhere like that. And just in case, those of you that walk around with your eyes closed most of the time, which looking up and down the chat box is most of you, to be honest, this was the thumbnail this morning. Now, what the hell is that? I'm sorry. Is it a new alien life form? That's the question. Is that not hideous? Come on, is it me? Am I being picky, perhaps? You know, not that I want to point out the faults of others. I would never do such a thing in my life, my darlings. There's not a bad bone in my body. There really isn't. What is it? This is one of Gordon Ramsay's creations. Now, I quite like the fellow, actually. The swearing is irrelevant to me. He just likes things done correctly. In his mind, correctly. The same as when I was a DJ. You know, when I'm putting acts on the stage, I like things done in a certain way. And when people get in the way, it gets on my nerves. Do you know what I mean? Well, Gordon Ramsay's the same, but I'm sorry, I'm not taking to that. In the Daily Mail this morning, Gordon Ramsay, he's been criticised in recent weeks for the tiny, and I mean tiny, size of his dishes. I showed you that, I think, a few weeks ago. This tiny little portion of food stuck in the middle of his plates. Now, to be fair to him, he's not the only one. There's a lot of places that you go to where you get a tiny portion of food. Okay? But nevertheless, he's been criticised for recent weeks for the tiny size of his dishes, and now one of Gordon Ramsay's creations has been slammed by its appearance. The TV chef, who's younger than me at 53. I know he doesn't look it. I know. Split opinion after sharing a video of his chocolate brownie, which has been called 50 Shades of Diarrhea and Cat Vomit. Cat Vomit by critics. There it is again, look. I mean, what is that? It's just awful. Gordon, that is blooming awful. Surely you can see that yourself. To me, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like a human brain which has been perched on, I don't know really, perched on something, surrounded by a few bits of poo. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, it really does. There is nothing appetizing about, what's the word? There's nothing that creates my appetite looking at that whatsoever. I don't look at that. You know how you look at food, right? Especially, for example, let's take something very simple, like a lovely cooked bag of chips. Or a bag of cheese and onion crisps. How many of your mouths are now salivating? Yes, the little glands inside your mouth are now expelling liquid. You are flowing, aren't you? The insides of your mouths are now flowing with liquid coming out of those tiny little glands that are hidden so well inside your little mouths. Shall we try something else? A jam donut injected with jam. Surrounded with sugar. How about biggest ever bar of Galaxy chocolate? Ben and Jerry's cookie dough ice cream. That picture I just showed you doesn't really have the same effect, does it? No, I didn't think so. He posted a clip to his Instagram thing showing off, and that thing incidentally cost £9. £9 for that thing. And it's served at Gordon's York and Albany restaurant in Camden Town, which is in London. Excuse me a moment. Social media users were left unimpressed with the vile cream placed on top of the chocolate brownie, labelling the finished product an unwanted mess, while others admitted they'd still like to taste the dish. Well, I just wouldn't want to taste that dish. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. There's absolutely nothing. I thought it was an alien life form. I really did. Something that you'd sort of go to Mars and find stuck on the planet, wandering around. It's the sort of thing you'd see. Like, if it was an animal, it would be moving around really slowly, wouldn't it? Like a snail. Huh? There were snails and slugs on the side of my caravan last night. It's okay, I left them. Not doing me any damage. They're not in here. They can stay. And there was a little spider. There was, as I opened my kitchen window, a spider dropped down from above. A little one. It was determined not to damage the spider, and therefore deprive the earth of another one of its creatures. I carefully, sadly, it was a bit cold outside, but I carefully placed the spider outside the window and then quickly shut it so it couldn't come back in again. Probably froze to death, but it had a chance. It had a chance, whereas had I squashed it like most of you evil spider murderers would have done, would have stood any chance at all, would it? Poor little spider. I hope it weren't too cold outside. Oh, incidentally, you remember I sat here yesterday and I thought, I'm getting quite hot. I don't feel quite so good like yesterday. I didn't. I'm all right now. Apart from that, I still got achy legs. I don't know where these achy legs are coming from. After the show, I usually go into my bedroom to remove my clothes. I just want you to close your eyes and picture that, eh? I carefully take off my jacket and I undo my buttons one at a time. I remove it and just chuck it onto the bed, and I'm now walking around in my bedroom topless. That's doing it for you better than it was that pudding I just showed you, didn't it? Eh? Anyway, then I put on an old T-shirt and I throw open my bedroom window. I don't open it now because just in case my sound travels out and I don't want to disturb any of the neighbours around me. Okay? So I threw open the window. Oh, it's a bit warm in here, I thought. But then I already told you I was feeling a bit warm yesterday. Came in here to do things, then went back out there. What's that noise? Blooming heating's on. And that's what it was. So I'm sitting here doing the show yesterday. The sun was coming onto the caravan, right, which heats up very quickly once the sun's on it. And the heating was on as well. And that's what it was. The blooming heating was on. Of course, by opening the window, it had cooled down the bedroom quickly, and the heating had come back on again, which it wasn't when I went in there first. So that's what was wrong yesterday. The blooming heating was on. Anyway, one person wrote on the subject of his food, Gordon, it was perfect when the ice cream landed, but then something that looked like an omelette vomit was squeezed on top. Yeah, it looks like a brain to me. Not my cup of tea at all. A second questioned, what's with the cat vomit on top? While another said, I think you're running out of ideas. Looks a mess. It's just not nice. I wouldn't like to eat anything like that, to be honest, would you? Not my cup of tea at all. Now, we're talking about spiders. Mars. I said to you, it looks like it's like a creature on Mars, didn't I? Well, you will be able to see Mars this week. Yes. No, not in the newsagent, dear. No, not on the sweet counter at Waitrose. In the sky. No, there's not flying Mars bars now. Oh, God, how thick can you be? Why do I just have to explain everything that's going on? I mean, can't you see with your own eyes and mind? Oh, Lord above. Maybe it's that I don't go to church enough. Is that what it is? God punishes me for stupid comments. Is that what it is? Is it because I don't go to church enough? That I'm being punished like this constantly. In the sun this morning, Mars is coming closer. Yes, if they were going to attack, this is the time, or it's very close now. I think it's tonight. Is it tonight? I'll come to it in a minute. I think it might be tonight. Mars will be the closest it's ever been for ages. This would be the time that they attack, because those Martians, they don't believe in wasting petrol, you know. No one would have believed in the 21st century that creatures were observing this planet. But slowly and surely, they drew their plans against us. Da da da, 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 da 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 da, da da da, da 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 da, da da da. Da 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 da. That one. Mars is about to reach the closest point it will be to Earth for the next 15 years. It's never been closer for ages. 15 years it is its closest point. This is when they're going to attack. Yes. Keep your doors locked. They can't get through locked doors, you know. That's what I've heard. The red planet will be only 38.6 million miles away. Start walking now, boys. Come on. Come on, let's be having ya. There'll be all the racist groups. They'll be ready to receive them, won't they? Come on, let's be having ya. All the racist groups will be out there. Britain's got... I was going to say Britain's Got Talent. What's it now? Britain First? Something like that? EDF? Is it EDF? Or is that an energy company? I don't know what they're called. All the racist groups will be out there now. Come on, let's be having you. Come on, when you're hard enough. Those Martians coming down from the sky. It's only 38 points, will only be 38.6 million miles away from us, and you will be able to spot it with the naked eye. This may seem like a large distance. Not once you get walking, it won't be, my loves. I mean, yesterday, when I go for my walk in the caravan, outside the caravan, you know, I travelled, then I get back here, and I'm surprised to discover I've done 5 miles. 5 miles. So 38.6 million miles isn't that far at all. Start walking now. It may seem like a large distance, but it will make Mars bright and easy for stargazers to spot. At its furthest away, Mars reaches a distance of 250 million miles. Tonight, 38 million miles. Practically just down the road. Closer than the caravan next door. Mars should be visible with the naked eye. But you could also use a telescope. Or in my case, my binoculars. The planet will be at its absolute closest tonight, October the 6th. I'm telling you, tonight's the night. They're coming. You'll be looking up there, trying to see with your one... He said just use one eye, didn't it? Naked eye. You'll be looking up at this thing, and suddenly you'll see little lights coming towards us. That's the spaceships. I hope Captain Kirk and Captain Jean-Luc Picard and Captain Janeway are all standing by on the USS various starships. They're coming. Look to the right of the moon and towards Pisces. To try and spot Mars. The best time to do this will be very late in the evening or just after midnight. That's the time they come, just after midnight. It always happens just after midnight, isn't it? Same with all those horror stories. After midnight. Downloading a sky scanning app on your smartphone could help you find the planet. Mars occasionally comes close to Earth because our planet and Mars have orbits that aren't exactly perfect circles. Did you know that? They're not circles. This means that sometimes they come closer to each other as they journey around the sun. So do be careful. After our alignment tonight, okay, our next close encounter won't be until 2035. Which ones of you won't be here then, eh? Bye-bye. Will you be looking up? I shall be looking for that today. Up at Mars. See if it happens up there. I like looking at the stars and the sky and all that business. There is a very bright yellow one up there at the moment. I think it's Jupiter. Not 100% certain on that. I think it might be Jupiter that's up there that I keep spotting. The yellow one. I think Mars is red, if I remember rightly. Anyway, there we are. Let's say hello to some people today. Good morning to the delightful Rachel Wheatland. Evening, Rachel. I'm going to start at the bottom in future because you start at the top. It's just impossible to get down there. And it's like, oh, you missed me out. Oh, you missed me out. So I'll start at the bottom, okay? Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you sing, we begin with A, B, C. When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. A very nice place to start with me. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. Do, ba, 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 do. Do you want the whole song? Is that the whole song or not? I don't know. Morning to Andy V, Gary Ross, Gary Davidson, Mick Davenport, Daniel Woodhouse. Greetings. Oh, have you been blocked? Have you been blocked? Oh, why do you worry about being blocked? Listen, the thing is with the whole blocking thing, it doesn't mean that someone doesn't like you. You may have become annoying. Just explaining it to you. It might be that someone doesn't actually not like you. You might be annoying. No, I don't really want to talk to that person. Listen, you know when you go into a pub, right, do you go round and talk to everyone in that pub? Probably not. Well, it's the same on here. There are people that you want to talk to and people that you don't. Doesn't mean, don't take it personally. You know, I think what's happened, especially with the Facebook and the Twitter and all that, people are worried about likes. Do not worry about likes. I keep telling you that. Don't worry about likes. Doesn't matter. You do not need verification that you are a nice person or someone likes you doing that. Unnecessary. Do not worry about being liked or not. I don't. I just do my thing and that's it. End of. Be the same. Just because someone has unfriended you or whatever doesn't mean they dislike you. You may have just become annoying. You know. Sit down there and think about it. See if you've become an annoying person. And perhaps then you could change yourself maybe. If you wanted to, don't have to. You could change yourself and become less annoying. I'm not quite sure how certain people would do that. But I'm sure there is a way. Don't feed Chris after midnight, says Rachel. I think you're right, Rachel. Ah, the delightful Fran Green. Fran has sent in some pictures today. Today could be the day you find out what Fran Green looks like. I have to say I wasn't pleasantly surprised. No, I don't think there aren't really any ugly people that I know. The only ugly people I know are those who pretend to be something on the telly, like Gemma Collins, for example. I don't like to bring up the name very often, as you know. There is someone with no talent whatsoever that I despise so much I cannot tell you. And again, Katie Price, there's nothing there. There's nothing. There's nothing there. Most people are not ugly. Fran Green certainly is not ugly. But you know what? You expect like that as a normal person. And then you look at them and you think, wow, you're really nice. You just look at their face and they're a nice person. Nice person. And good looking as well. Well, today could be the day that you see Fran. But only in exchange for some likes. I've got photos today as sent in. And her decor. Oh, Fran. You know I love it. Do I even need to tell you that, Fran? her decor. No, not her face makeup, idiots. The decoration around her. She don't need makeup. Pretty enough. Her decor around... I hope to be able to show these photos, but this is not going to come cheap. Because you've never seen Fran before, this is going to cost you a little bit more. Now, don't be a complete dickhead and like and then unlike. That's just so totally pathetic. The only reason I ask for likes is because it pushes the YouTube thing up a little bit more and gives you a little bit more chance of being... It doesn't give you a guarantee. Nothing's guaranteed on YouTube. Nothing. People are being taken off left, right and centre, dear. Fortunately, not this show. Not yet. But you never know. We might say something that is minor offence to someone at some point and they start throwing the toys out of the plan. Oh, it's really offensive today. Oh, God, so sure. Nope, I'm afraid when John Parrish sends in pictures, as today, we got 2 pictures from John Parrish and they're delightful. So pretty, Sherry. Well, 2 for the price of 1 today. Fran has sent in a couple of pictures of herself. And also, I have a couple of pictures, although she doesn't appear in them, from the delightful head of pain and suffering on this channel, Mandy Davenport. So many pictures today. This isn't going to come cheap, I'm afraid, my darlings. We will require today 27 likes to see all those... I know I'm harsh this morning. I'm harsh today. 27 likes to see those pictures today. At the moment, we're on 17. It's not too much of an ask, is it? Not too much of an ask. 27 likes to see not only 2 pictures of Fran Green, 2 pictures from Mandy Davenport, and 2 pictures from John Parrish. Now, if you divide that, 27 divided by 3, so that's 27, 1, 2, 3. So that's about 56 likes each. Let me just check that. 27 likes in total to show you 6 pictures. So that elates for about 56 likes each picture. Okay? Thank you so much, boys and girls. I'll await your likes. We're up to 23 already. Christ. Wow. I'm just feeling it tonight. I'm feeling it this morning from you. I'm feeling a lot of love and affection. And that's good. I'm also... I've got a bit of an itch here. I don't know what it is. Oh, I might have been... Do you mind if I just check what it is, darling? Sorry. Oh, look, there's a little thing there. Look, can I just show you this? Look, there's a little dot there. Can you see that? There's a little dot. Look, if I take my finger away, can you see that? There's a little dot there. I think I've been bitten by a flea in my own bed. How awful. I've got fleas. Don't. I had fleas once. Oh, it's not funny. Maybe 1 or 2 of you had fleas. I bet you'll never admit to that. I had cats for a long time. And I was sitting there one day. It was really hot this summer. And I felt something jump on my leg. And of course you look and it's gone. Right? Anyway, I ignored it. Next day, it happened twice. And this time I saw a little brown thing suddenly jump off my leg. I'm going back here 15... 18, maybe even as much as 20 years here, okay? I thought, oh my God, they're fleas. Oh. Well, it's only a couple. They'll probably die. This is what goes through your head. As the days went on, it was happening more often. I thought, well, I've got to do something about this. And it wasn't until I went upstairs, you see, I was going up the stairs. And while I was going up the stairs, I felt something jump onto me. So they were travelling. They were moving in big time. They were breeding in my house. Fleas were doing it in the house. Dirty creatures. So these fleas, I went to the supermarket. Main supermarket just up the road from me. and I got flea powder. It was a bit like that stuff from the 1970s. Do you remember the Shake and Vac advert? Do the shake and back and put the fresheners back. Other powders to treat your carpets are available. I have to say that in case I play this on the BBC. Hi, Will. Hi, BBC Lincolnshire. Right? Anyway, so I got this stuff from the supermarket. Can't remember what it was called. And I shaked it all over the carpet. And I read the instructions and it says, leave for 30 minutes and then hoover up. Okay, so I thought, all right then. I'll leave it for a bit longer. Then it will be more powerful and potent and kill anything that's laying down there. We can't have fleas in the house. So I did. And the next morning, out come the hoover. And I hoovered the entire house. And God, it felt good. I did have a look in my bagless hoover, as made by that very rich man who I think lives somewhere in Lincolnshire. And I couldn't see any fleas. Isn't that strange? But never mind. I thought, that's it. Done. Sat in the room that day. Nothing. Next day, nothing. Thought, sorted. About a week later, I felt something jump on my leg and I thought, oh my God. They're back. They're back. So I thought, no. What do? I then took my little legs down to the local vet. Now that was walking, incidentally. Does that sound like walking? No, never mind. And so I went quietly up to the counter because you don't want people to hear this, do you? Do you know what I mean? Oh, hello, I'm really sorry to trouble you. Got a little bit of a problem in the house with my cats. Oh, how is Katie? I had a cat at the time. How is Katie? Oh, she's fine. I think I might have visitors in the house. Oh, what have you got people staying around? No, I think there's fleas. Oh, don't worry about that, Mr. Reardon. Fleas are a perfectly normal thing to happen in someone's house. And all these people are looking at me. Oh, Christ's sake. So this is what you want. She gets that, hoists herself off that little stool that the vet receptionist sits behind, doesn't they? Takes herself over to this shelf of sprays. Picks up this large can of, and it was large. It was, like hairspray. It was bigger than that. Sort of similar to a hairspray, but a little bit bigger. There you go. You want one of those. How much are they, please? There I am, standing with my £20 note. £35. Pardon? 35 quid? Or was that all for all of them? Oh, I can't remember now. She said, how big's your house? I said, well, I've got 3 bedrooms. Up she gets again, goes back up. There you go. You want 2. I'll take 3. No, she said you won't want 3, honestly. 2 will be plenty. Okay. No, I think it was 2. So there we go. So I bought this spray, £35. She said, you'll only have to do it once. They won't come back. Okay, fair enough. Handed over, with great satisfaction, my little £35. And left with 2 little tins of spray. Back I went to the house. And I read the instructions. Something that I'm not good at doing, reading instructions, to be honest. I read the instructions on this thing. And it says, spray all round the rooms, as far into the corners as you can get. And then kind of put the can upside down and spray it into the air. Close the doors and leave for, I think it was 4 hours. Maybe 4 hours. Something like that. Okay, so I had work that night. So I thought, excellent. I'll do it while I'm at work. Right? So that night, I went and sprayed all the rooms, including the ones that I didn't think there were any fleas, which actually included my bedroom. They hadn't got as far as the bedroom yet. In fact, not many people have got as far as my bedroom, to be honest, in my sad, lonely, pathetic life. You know, I haven't had the success that Katie Price has had. Perhaps I should have some false breasts or a bum lift or something like that. Would that help me at all, do you think? Or maybe not, perhaps. And I sprayed all around exactly as recommended on the back of the tin and into the air. Did all 3 bedrooms. the hallway. I even did the bathroom, the toilet, the living room, which seemed to be the place where they mainly were, and the kitchen, and closed all the doors, locked the door, and I went to work. So that would have been about 8:30 at night, and went to work, did my job, came back, got home at about 3:15 in the morning. And with great trepidation, I put my key in the lock and turned it. Well, I didn't actually make that noise because I always keep my locks oiled. So it was fairly silent, but for radio effect, I did that noise there. Shall I do it again? I put my key in the lock and turned it slowly. And opened the door. And I actually I put a jumper over my mouth like that, just in case I was going to breathe in any of the insecticide, and wondered, and I pondered to myself, are they dead? Now, please, if you're a member of a little left-wing group that wants rights for fleas, I really don't want to hear. Just go into your little safe space or whatever you're going to do. I'm really not interested in rights for fleas. Please don't go on there. No doubt there'll be a documentary about that soon. Oh, that'll be the lead story in the news at some point now. I've mentioned it, wasn't it? Big left-wing group go to London, stick themselves against lampposts, demanding rights for fleas. I'm not interested. I'm sorry, I'm really not interested. Find something else to get your attention to. Anyway, the kitchen. Well, there was nothing in the kitchen anyway. Then I went into the living room. Oh my God. It was like a bomb had gone off. I kid you not. There were all sorts of strange, mysterious insects dead on the carpet. Spiders, flies. I'm thinking, oh my God, I better open my window. I've gone around and opened all the windows now. 3 o'clock in the morning this is. But it was summer. Don't put the lights on and open the windows in the summer, for Christ's sake. Your house will fill with moths. Incidentally, there were 1 or 2 dead moths in there as well. So I thought, well, that looks like it's done the job. And I've got to tell you, that was 20 years ago, and I've never come back since. It really worked very well. Best £35 I've spent in my entire life. No, I remember now, it was 70 quid. They were £35 each tin. It was 70 quid altogether. 70 quid, so that's what it cost. And that, my friends, is how to get rid of fleas. Not an embarrassment, just one of those things. I hope I haven't been bitten by a flea here. I felt a bit of an itch last night. Oh well, straight down the vets for the tin of magic spray. Thank you very much. Hope it's not a flea there. Hello to Mandy Davenport. Hello, let's scroll back down the bottom now. It's little Ross Pat's out. There he is, Ross Pat's out. Now, Ross does his own radio show, boys and girls, on Reach FM. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. It's Reach in the morning. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. With Ross Pat's out. I could do you a traffic jingle if you want to, Ross. Ross Pat's out. Beep, 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 beep. With the traffic news. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Ross has got a little problem at the moment. He's leaking. His shed is leaking where the studio is. We are very concerned. We are very concerned for your well-being, Ross. I do not want water to leak down onto your equipment and you to be electrically electrocuted. Your little girl, where will her daddy be if you're electrocuted? Exactly. Be very careful. Get that repaired immediately, please. Let's have a look there. Eric Mintzberg. Thank you, Eric. Nice shirt. Oh, it's an old grey shirt, this one, Eric. Nothing special. But I wanted something. I didn't want it too bright this morning. So we have our patchwork jacket on, which I quite like. This was another one of the cheap ones, about 20 quid. Ross says I could work on the Archers on Radio 4 with all those different sound effects. Do you think so? Do you think the sound effects or the noises that I do? Something like that, maybe? Be quite a nice thing. There's a man in Davenport. Is it bedbugs and crabs in the bedroom? Oh, no, I don't think so, because no one else goes in there, Gary. There's no one for me in this life. It's awful having to cuddle a pillow and imagining it to be someone, unfortunately. Last night I imagined it to be Justin Bieber. Bit young, but, you know, it's a nice thought. It's a nice thought. Good morning to Paul and Lou. Our moderators have arrived. Hello to Paul and Lou. Good morning to Mr. Steve Carter. Hello to you. Israel is here. Israel is Tuesday. It's not just Eric that tunes in. The whole of Israel was now watching this programme in the mornings. I have to tell you that now, boys and girls. Oh, thanks very much to Steve Murray, who texted yesterday. Your text came through really late. I don't know why, Steve, so one of those things. Hello to Steve. Good morning to Mark Bowles, who sends a teethy smile this morning. Morning, Mark. Morning, Mark Bowles. Are you sure it's not bed bugs? Well, I hope not. I have got... It's a bit itchy this morning there. I don't know why. Mark Bowles is going to make noises for you. What sort of noises would you make, Mark, as a matter of it? Oh, dear. Paul O'Grady is more your age, dear, not Bieber. No, thank you, darling. I don't fancy anyone remotely near my own age. That's probably why I shall be on my own. Forever and ever and ever and ever, you'll be the one. Incidentally, gang, I thought the chat box thing worked quite well yesterday. So what happens... We've decided to try this for a week or so to see how it goes. After the show finishes, which I don't know what time that'll be today, I will leave. We'll finish the show. The little closing thing will run, the little film, and then it will go to our chat box and you can continue to talk to each other. I popped onto the chat box yesterday just to have a look, and I've never seen such boring conversationalists all my life. Christ knows, you've got nothing else to do except talk BS all the time, have you? Really? Those people in the chat box. There was not one single interesting comment that you were talking to each other. It's like you've got nothing else to do in your sad, lonely, pathetic lives but talk on a computer screen. I don't understand it. Good morning from Paul Adamson, where it's dark and very wet. We like dark. I like dark. I like dark. In fact, last night I came out of here and I left my phone in the caravan. I thought, I don't want this phone by me all the time. So I left there and I went out to post Shania's fridge magnet. I'm very pleased to announce that Shania has now claimed her fridge magnets, and it is at this moment on its way in a small red post box towards the Isle of Wight. Although I'm not that helpful. They seem to lose a lot of stuff. They've lost 2 items that I've sent over there in the past. Don't know why that is. 2 items have been lost on the Isle of... Perhaps they fell in the sea. You know, I don't know. Little postman gets in his van. He gets off the other side and puts the bag down. I don't know. And then perhaps a wind came out and blew the fridge magnet into the sea. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened. Well done, Shania. Well done, Shania. Anyway, so I came out of the caravan site and I walked along this road. I didn't realise how pitch black it was. There's not a single street light. Absolutely pitch black. Very quickly your eyes adjust, but I mean, it had been raining as well. It was a little bit spitting, but I wanted to get the first post, and it was about... What time did I go to the post box last night? About 10 o'clock, I think it was. Absolutely pitch black. Couldn't see anything. I thought, any moment now, a group of lads could jump out from bushes on me and do terrible things to me. I walked up and down that road 10 times. Nothing. Nothing. Never mind. Anyway, yesterday, we had a wonderful day yesterday. We went to the garden centre. Me, nephew Gary, great-nephew Harry, and great-niece Evie. And we had the most wonderful time. And the reason we went was because the Christmas decorations are out. 6th of October. And this garden centre has the Christmas display on. Now, I'm not a fan, you know this, I'm not a fan of Christmas decorations going up more than 1 week before Christmas. Maybe an absolute maximum of 2 weeks before Christmas, maybe. preferably 1 week before Christmas. These people, they get out their Christmas decorations at the beginning of November. It's outrageous. But buying stuff, yeah, I get the fact that the shops selling their stuff early. So we went up there to have a look around. And I had the United Kingdom Talk television cameras with me. And I made films. And I now have all the bits of film for our Christmas closing video that will be making an appearance on this channel exclusively from approximately the second week of December. We might stretch it a little bit further this time. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 2019, 18. Around about the 18th of December. So I've now already got all the clips to put together. We don't muck around here, dear. It's not an amateur setup, you know. Professional. Months ahead. I've already got the Easter stuff is all coming in soon for next year. Anyway, so we walked around the shop and they've done it up so well. The Woodside, I think it's Woodside Garden Centre it's called, which is near Louth. And you go in and all these lights and things are on and displays and little models. And we chose a Monday, well, my nephew chose a Monday because we knew it would be dead. And we're in there with these masks on. And I must say, it's the longest time that I've had a mask on my face. It's not a pleasant experience, is it? I mean, I can just about cope with 10 minutes in a supermarket. But blimey, I must have had this mask on an hour yesterday and it wasn't a pleasant experience. But nevertheless, everyone had masks on. There weren't many people in there anyway, so no one ever got close to you. We had a meal in the restaurant, which was very nice. It was very, very clean. Oh, we've got tea breaks being purchased here for people this morning. Oh, a super chat. £6 from Mick Davenport. Have the DWP given you a rise, dear? Sorry about this, Rachel. By the way, Rachel bought a barn for her nativity scene, but at the moment it's standing in it. Oh, dear. Rachel, sorry, darling. Mick Davenport has now bought you a little cup of tea. So 5 minutes for you there, Rachel. Sorry about that, darling. It's not something I personally would have done to you, my darling. And Michael Pullman as well this morning has been given a little cup of tea. Unfortunately, where is he? Is he here? Are you sure Michael Pullman's here? Oh, maybe it's at the top somewhere. 1 moment. Morning to Jeff Burney. Morning. Do you think Martians go to Asda for the petrol? I do. Perhaps I'm a Martian, Jeff. Oh, there's Michael Pullman. There's Michael Pullman. Michael, time for a cup of tea, darling. Thank you to Mick Davenport for your cups of tea. But that does also give you 2 raffle tickets, my darlings, each. Okay. If I can just find the raffle tickets. There we are. Oh, dear. No, don't fall off. Please don't fall off there. Everything is precariously balanced on this piece of wood known as the studio. Oh, Lord above. Right. So, a couple of raffle tickets coming your way. 2 for Michael Pullman. And 2 for Rachel Wheatland. Now, you can look at it as a sort of punishment from Mick Davenport. Or you could look at it as... oh, Fran as well. There's Fran as well. Sorry, Fran. You're off as well, darling. Just a moment. Where's our Fran? Is Fran there? Where's our little Fran? I can't see Fran. Where's Fran now? That must have been a very, very long time ago. Fran sent us a message. Here I am scrolling up, dear. Ba 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 da ba. Are you there, Fran, darling? Fran! I can't see our Fran. She sent in some pictures. Are you going to see them today? We only need another 3 likes and you can see them. 1 minute, Fran. Oh, no, Fran. Nope. No, Fran. No, don't. Oh, there's Fran. There's our Fran. Hello, Fran. She loves to see the sky, especially if there's no light pollution. Yes, me too, darling. It's not much here at all. It's not much here at all. Like in where? Like in Cornwall. She watched Shooting Stars a couple of years ago, didn't you, my love? Oh, sorry, Fran. It's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with me. Mick Davenport has kindly, out the kindness of his stone heart, bought you a cup of tea. Right, let me just do my raffle tickets. Fran Green. So this actually gives you 2 opportunities to win this. You see? To win this, we're giving away one of our old balloon backdrops for the Super Chat. If you're wondering what this is and you've not come across this tea break thing, okay, what you can now do is buy someone a tea break. You just send £1 no, £2 they are. Tea breaks are £2. Send a £2 Super Chat and you can send someone off for a tea break for 5 minutes. £2. Please send so-and-so for a tea break. It's as easy as that. Okay? And then what happens? They get a tea break for 5 minutes where they can't comment. They also get 2 free raffle tickets. Okay? That's the person that you've timed out. All right? So, Fran, you've got 339 and 340. And as I say, this is the prize. There's the prize. There's the prize there. Okay? Rachel, you've got 341 and 342. Just come back on there. Hello, Chris. Where have you gone? There I am. There you go, Rachel. There's yours. 341 and 342. And Michael Pullman gets 343 and 344 for Michael Pullman. There you are, young Michael. 343 and 344. Oh, I haven't put your name on there yet. Okay, there you go. There are some little tickets for you there, all right? Michael Pullman, Rachel Wheatland, and the delightful Fran Green. Oh, only one more like required. Then I'll get wonderful photos I've got to show you today. Here you go. Put those in there like that. Who's going to win? It's getting exciting. Do you know, I don't get anywhere near as excited as I do as when I'm doing this programme. There we go. All right, so there you go. Ross, if I give you 50 quid, can I have the rest of the day off work? Well, you'll have to speak to the nice people at Tesco's for that, darling. You'll have to speak to them. Morning to John Parrish. You'll have to speak to them, not me. Do I look like someone who would work at Tesco's? No. Good morning to fun things to do with Sparky today. Parkness, Chris needs a green screen. No, they don't look very good, green screens. I don't like them. Don't like them. They always look, people do it on, I've seen people doing it on YouTube, and unless you do it at the BBC doing it professionally, then I don't think that's a good idea. Good. Right. Who's going on about fake accounts? Just a moment. Who's that going on about fake accounts? Oh, I just missed that there. Jason, make sure they're gone for 5 minutes. No fake accounts, tut. Listen, those 3 people who have just been given a cup of tea are not that thick and stupid to annoy people with fake accounts. They're sensible people, darling. They're sensible people. They are not disruptors. Jason Hughes. Not disruptors. Ross is back to work now. There you go. All right, now where were we? Okay, I was telling you about the garden centre yesterday. Let's get some more of this stories up there. I was talking about the garden centre yesterday, gang. We had a lovely meal in there. It was a little bit slow coming, but it was all done very well. You had to cleanse your hands as you went in. Then you had to fill out a little form and give it to them over the bar with your name and phone number on it. And then you were only allowed to send up one person to order the food who had to be masked. You had to keep your mask on all the time until the food arrived. Then you were allowed to remove that and eat it. The tables themselves were very well spaced apart. You weren't close to anyone at all. And I noticed when someone finished a meal, a member of staff come over and literally sprayed everything. The chairs, the tables, the menu, everything. I was very, very impressed, and I did not feel ill at ease at all. It was done extremely well, I have to say. Really, really good indeed. So that was our trip to the Woodside Garden Centre. And we're walking around, and Harry's bought me a present. Great nephew Harry. He bought me a present. Want to see it? Do you want to see it? It's a lovely little thing. Here it is. Harry's bought me a green car. Check this out. It's a green Land Rover. Now, I don't think Harry knows, but I used to have a Land Rover. I had 3 Land Rovers, actually, over a period of time. It wasn't green. I had a red one, a blue one, and a silver one. And it was red first, then I think it was blue, and then it was silver. This is a green one. So, great nephew Harry bought this without anyone asking, with his own money, 10 quid. He spent 10 quid on me. 11.99 it says on there. Isn't that a lovely thing? So thank you, Harry, for that. I'm very impressed with... I was absolutely touched. And I've said to you before, there's nothing better than a child getting you a gift, is there? Isn't that a lovely thing to do? I was quite gobsmacked by that. Little present from great nephew Harry. And that was it. They went to buy Christmas decorations. And I didn't buy any Christmas decorations myself, but I did buy 3 lots of hand wash, which I quite like the bottles. I probably bought them for coloured bottles. 3 types. I got white jasmine, which is this pink one. So it's 3 for £10, which I thought was quite good value. Yeah. So white, look, big bottles. Oh, it's lovely. White jasmine I've got. What else have I got here? I got lavender. That's a bit old people, isn't it? Lavender, do you think? Probably suitable for me now then. 1 minute. Oh, I love that smell. So lavender. And what's the other one? Orange blossom. And they just look nice in the bottles. So I bought these. Orange blossom, hang on. That smells more like clementines, to be honest. Oh, I got a bit on my nose. More than... Oh, that's lovely, that smell. So I just bought 3 loads of hand wash while I was in there, and that's all I bought. And they got loads of decorations. And that was our day. That was our day. So wonderful time yesterday at the garden centre. I also had a piece of apple pie and ice cream. So get this, right? So my nephew... Okay, so I had a dinner. He didn't want a dinner. I had a dinner, and when my dinner came, he had ordered apple pie and ice cream. What a cruel thing to do in front of Uncle Chris. He sat there eating this while I was eating my dinner. So I finished it. Of course, I want apple pie. Now, when he came back with his apple pie, it was a great big piece with 3 pieces of ice cream on it. Right? So I ordered one. And what came over was a smaller piece of apple pie and only 1 piece of ice cream. Or scoop. What's all that about, eh? Mind you, the chef was quite nice to look at. He was about 30, tall, perfect hair. He was the same one as was there last year. So that was really nice. So if you want a day out and you're near Louth, which is kind of on the way to Skegness, it's further, you go towards Skegness and then you turn off and go left at a roundabout. Go to I think it's the Woodside Garden Centre it's called. Absolutely lovely time there. Oh, Andy, just shut up for 5 minutes, will you? You really are an idiot. You're going in fire. How many times why do people keep just telling me what's going on? Can you not see, are you that thick you can't see me doing a story? What do you want me to do? Break up the story and start showing the pictures? There's some incredibly thick, stupid people on this channel, and you really are one of them, aren't you, dear? Eh? Ow! There's likes! Quickly, likes! I mean, how thick can you be? Dear me. Oh. Is it time now to just turn off the chat box and go back to what I was doing before? Perhaps I just can't cope anymore. Well, you're going to be gone for 10 minutes, actually, Andy V. As soon as you come back, you're off again. I'm sick to death of it. Blooming well wait until I've noticed it. Oh, quick, quick, quick. Look, someone sent a super chat. Quick, quick, quick. There's 75 likes. Quick, quick, quick. There's quick, quick, quick. Oh, quick, Chris. You haven't said the time in the last 5 minutes. What on earth is wrong with you? If you wanted to, if you were that clever, you would now be a television producer and you could sit there waving your arms, right, do that now, do that now. But you're not. Not clever enough, are you? No. What is your job, Andy? I mean, what is your job? I'm kind of wondering what you do for work, seeing as it's now 20 to 10 in the morning and you're sitting there watching this crap. What is it you do? Eh? Let's just turn it off for a while, shall we? It's the blokes, isn't it, ladies? It's the blokes. I think we're going to turn it off for a while and I can carry on doing my show. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. There we are. Live chat off. Oh, God, that's so much better. Bye-bye. Live chat off. Wow. Let's show you these photographs now, boys and girls. First of all, I am astounded at Fran's photographs that Fran has kindly sent in. And she sends in with a little message as well, gang. Don't even try texting on the phone. Don't even try it. Fran writes, "Hi Chris, I thought I'd send you some photos. This is when I went to see Ronan Keating for my 40th birthday. I had a really good time. Do you like the decorating behind me, Chris? You don't like boring colours, do you? You ready for this? Ready for this? Yes. There you go. Fran, you look fantastic. And you are fantastic. Do I like the colours behind you? You know the answer to that question. Yes, I do. I love it. I absolutely love it. Look at it all. Wonderful. Cards. There's her 40th birthday cards there. Now, how would you describe the kitchen? There is a name for it. Is it? That's not rustic, is it? I don't know what that is. Is it rustic? I love the flowers. I love everything. Thank you so much for that, Fran. Now we all know what you look like. You're beautiful. Check out the hat as well. Are you a fan of Ronan Keating, Fran? Are you, my love? Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. There you go. I'll put that little chat box back on for you now. Start behaving, please, because I'm sick of your BS all the time, darlings. Thank you for that, Fran. Right, what else have we got here? One moment, please. We have now from Mr. John Parrish. Oh, here we are. Now, John sent in a picture of Jeeps yesterday. Jeeps that are in... it just says Jeepney bank rides cost anything from 20p to £1. I can't remember where these are now, but it's in some country that is visited. So here are the Jeeps, boys and girls. Jeeps are here. Oh, no, that's the boat first. Where's the boat? And that is in Fort Boyard in France. Apparently there was a game showed film there. There they are. Look at those. I would love one of those. Wouldn't you, Fran? Fran would like one. Look, it's the same colour scheme as your kitchen, Fran. I love it. I absolutely love it. Wonderful pictures. Wonderful. I just love that colourful thing. I want to see that again before it goes. Where is the colour scheme now? Yeah. Morning to Dylan Hutchinson. Morning. They love your photos. Look at that. There it is. John Aiken, good morning. I used to have a yellow kitchen, kettle, toaster and microwave oven. Happy colours, yellow. Yeah, my kitchen at home is yellow as well. Have I got yellow here? I haven't got yellow here. I've got green and blue here. Rachel likes the photos. There you go. Look at that. Wonderful. Thank you very much for those. Mr. Parrish, and we have pictures from Mandy Davenport today of her bearded lizards. Bearded lizards. I love these little creatures. Bearded lizards. These are the bearded dragons Mandy used to have. They were a foot long. Gosh, aren't they lovely? Look, they eat insects. Look at their little hands. Oh, they got 5 fingers just like us. I want to hold one of those little hands, don't you? Beautiful. Thank you, Mandy. Look at those. Oh, I suppose someone eats those, do they? Oh, how can you eat little things like that? Those jeeps were the Philippines, were they? Their answers to the black cabs there. So, excellent. Thanks very much for that. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. So thanks for your likes this morning for those photographs. If you want anything sent in, feel free, gang. Here is the email address. There you go. Chris@UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. It looks, unfortunately, like more cinemas are to close. We had that terrible news from Cineworld. You might want to write that down for later. Cineworld. Quiz show tonight, 8 o'clock quiz show, gang. Cinema chain Odeon now, as reported in The Sun, has announced plans to run a weekend-only schedule in and around a quarter of its 120 branches. It comes despite Boris Johnson today urging film fans to head to the cinema to prevent the big screens from going bust. Odeon says about 30 of its sites will shut from Monday to Thursday now, after audience figures have been slow to recover following the pandemic. You see, I don't know why they say following the pandemic, because it's still on. You know, I certainly won't go into a cinema or anywhere like that. Won't go. The Prime Minister said, I would say to local people, local cinemas do now have ways of letting their shows go on in a COVID-secure way. And I would encourage people to go out to the cinema, enjoy themselves and support these local businesses. You don't know what they mean, do you? Well, you see on one side they're telling you to stay away from people. And then they say, look, here's 10 quid, go and have a meal. You know, I don't know. We've also heard about Cineworld is rolling out temporary closures across the UK and the United States, putting 45,000 jobs across both countries on the line. It's terrible. So now the Odeon, they're closing their doors as well. Monday to Thursday, some of them. Well, if no one goes, what are they supposed to do? I mean, what do you expect them to do? You know, the money's not coming in. But they've been telling us to, like, wash hands and you can get this thing off surfaces. Now, again, in The Sun today, some experts in America think that the viruses left behind on surfaces, such as light switches and door handles, are not strong enough to make a person ill. So, again, what do you believe? It says at the start of the pandemic in March, experts said that touching surfaces and then putting your hands to your mouth and face could increase your risk of catching the virus. Experts at the University of California have now said that the surface issue has essentially gone away. This lady, who's professor of medicine at the university, said that any virus left behind would not be strong enough to make people ill. Now, one of the things I've been very funny with is touching anything. Seriously. The shopping comes in, I start spraying it with antivirus stuff. Some of it I wash. I spray my handles, my keys, everything. I'll go into, you know, certainly up here, perhaps somewhere like the Co-op or somewhere like that. I go and do my shopping, I get back into the car, I immediately start doing all this. You know, I haven't touched anyone, only things. Like the touch screen at the self-service checkout thing. You've got to touch that screen to pay and all this, that and the other, haven't you? You know? It says these people in America, these scientists in America, we know that the root of the spread is not from touching surfaces and touching your eye. It's from being close to someone, spewing virus from their nose and mouth without, in most cases, knowing they are doing so. This suggests that measures such as constantly spraying surfaces with antibacterial spray may be unnecessary in the fight against the virus. See, you just don't know what to believe. I think common sense perhaps must prevail, and you've got to decide what you think is going to keep you safe. You know, unfortunately, so many people don't have common sense. And again, I bring back to you the example that I've told you a couple of times now of someone ringing in LBC, right? This was around April, May time. Ringing an LBC and, they told us to keep indoors, this, that and the other, right? But they were saying, well, you can go on buses now, and, if you go on buses, make sure you've got a mask. And then someone rings in LBC, I've got COPD, bad lung condition and a heart problem. Should I get on a bus? Again, thick people. What would you do? What do you think you should do? Why have you got to be told not to go on the bus? I don't get it. It's just complete and total thickness. It was also previously said the virus could live on surfaces for up to 3 days, and shops encouraged people not to touch anything they did not intend to buy to protect customers. Do you remember that? They told us that. So I complied. Supermarkets also now provide customers with antibacterial spray that you're able to use to disinfect in trolley or basket before use. Hand sanitisers is also offered to customers on entry, unless you go to Asda late, or Aldi late rather, in which case they've usually run out. You have to tell them, excuse me, there's no spray. I mean, when I pick up a basket, when I use a shopping basket, let me tell you, it is soaking wet by the time I finish spraying it with that stuff. And now you're telling us that it's completely unnecessary. No, I think I will still be cautious. I can still see me spraying stuff and washing stuff. I don't think it's going to make any difference to me. This professor also added that masks do not block these particles, and added that the droplets cannot get through the fibres. Well, what does that mean? So he added the masks, I beg your pardon, he added the masks do block particles, and added that the droplets can't get through fibres. Well, someone else was saying that the masks don't do anything. Which is it, please? It's impossible, isn't it? It's just absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible, really. I don't get it. Right. Any comments on that little thing there? No, just talking to each other. Are you okay? Where are we now? Ghost Hunter warns Poundland's £1 Ouija boards. In the Daily Mirror today, they're selling these Ouija boards now at Poundland. You ever done something like that? I don't think it's a good thing to do. I do believe in spirits and ghosts and things. I wouldn't do a Ouija board. I don't think spirits want you to be doing that. I think you're taking risks doing it. Of course, you may believe it's all gobbledygook. I don't. I do believe in things like this, and I think there's certain things that you shouldn't be messing around with. Paul Masters has warned that deadly demons could be released by the £1 Ouija boards if they land in the hands of anyone but mediums, so untrained adults should not be allowed to use them. A paranormal investigator has slammed Poundland for selling Ouija boards as part of its Halloween products. Paul Masters has warned that the deadly demons could be released by the boards if they are in the hands of anyone but mediums. Paul, who is a member of the True... I mean, is this something that you do, Rachel? It's a matter of interest, because I know you're into all that stuff, my love. Is it something you do, Ouija boards? Paul, who is a member of the True Paranormal Events UK, said he was gobsmacked when he saw the spirit board on sale for £1 in his local budget store. Whole Live reports. He said Ouija boards are most certainly not a toy and should not be available for kids to buy in pound shops for Halloween, never mind adults that are not trained in how to use them. It doesn't matter if they're plastic or wood. If the planchette, I don't know what that is, planchette? If the planchette spells out the word Zeus, it is a demon trying to come through, and you should not even say the name, never mind continuing to communicate with it. Did you know that? Something new to me. All hell could break loose if the demon attached itself to anyone and followed them around. Nasty spirits can scratch and attack people and should not be messed with, as people could get seriously hurt. You see, you're not supposed to do these things. I was gobsmacked when I saw Poundland was selling these Ouija boards and was profoundly shocked and just fuming recently. Mr. Masters said that other paranormal investigators have spoken of their anger that the spirit boards are being sold for all. That does sound quite a scary thing, doesn't it, really? I wouldn't muck around with something like that. What do you think? I just wouldn't. He said the paranormal community said the devices can destroy people's lives and spirits can cause suicides, as some are more sinister than others. I don't think I'd muck around with something like that. This bloke says, we won't even touch Ouija boards. We have only mediums to do that, who are trained, as they are just too dangerous, and you don't know what it will entail using them. We only use glass work. I suppose that's that little glass thing, is it? You know, where they put a glass upside down, to communicate with spirits in this way. Very, very scary, something like that, don't you think? I think it's really scary, something like that. Paul Adamson said, I tried a board last year to contact the dead, but only got to contact Jeremy Corbyn. I thought he was dead, isn't he? Tony King says these people are making a good living from absolute nonsense. Yeah. Rachel got a board, but family borrowed it and never got it back. Oh, yeah, that's like tools, isn't it, Rachel? Like tools and things like that. Awful. Awful. Rachel's actually going to go to Poundland and get one. No, Rachel, I don't think it's a good idea, my love. I really, really don't think it's a good idea. Please don't do that, my love. Very dangerous. Rachel's got a crystal ball. I've got a crystal ball. Here we go. I've got a crystal ball here. I can't see anything in it at the moment, other than I'm going to go for a walk soon. Ever done a bungee jump? You see, all these things frighten me. Bungee jumps, roller coasters that go up to the top and then drop you down. Anything like that. Those things in Vegas, what hang over on the side of the top of hotels. Have you seen that thing? You get on it and it hangs over the side of the hotel like that, from the top. I won't do anything like that. Well, in the Daily Star this morning, and here's the proof that these things are dangerous. A businessman has fallen to his death in a bungee jumping accident after the rope snapped. Terrible. He was in southeast Brazil. He was only 25 years old. Dreadful. The exact cause of the accident hasn't been confirmed, but the suggestions that either his rope snapped or it was too long. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, how would they know how long it... What do they do when they put the rope up? Do they measure it, or I don't know? Emergency services were called to the scene by his friends who had been practicing bungee jumping with. When they arrived, he was pronounced dead on the site. See, stuff goes wrong. Stuff goes wrong. Actually, you remember that programme I was telling you about, the Who Killed Saturday Night TV? One of the things on there, Noel Edmonds, you may remember 25 odd years ago, he did this stunt. I think it was Noel's house party or Big Breakfast with Noel Edmonds, something like that. And this bloke, as a dare, decided to be hoisted up on the crane in a wooden box. And it fell off. And he's dead. And that was the end of that show. Something went wrong. Stuff goes wrong. Why put yourself at risk? According to reports, he'd paid £7 for the jump, although the firm that organised it hasn't been named. Terrible, isn't it, eh? So you see, when you do all these daredevil things, perhaps that's the whole point of doing something like that. The fact that you might die. Except, occasionally, some people do. Frightening, really. Not good. Good morning, Maureen. Morning, Maureen. Hello, darling. I was going to watch another episode last night of Land Girls on the BBC One Colour. But I didn't have time in the end. I was kind of in this room doing stuff for today. All getting all the little show ready and all that, Maureen, you know. So, such a busy person. It's good to be busy. Good to be busy. NASA. Vegetables and fruit from space. Could it be coming soon? Well, maybe not too soon, but it's coming. In a Daily Star this morning, NASA has revealed plans to farm fresh food, including tomatoes and leafy vegetables, on manned missions to Mars. Dr. Grace Douglas, lead scientist for the US Space Agency's Advanced Food Technology, said astronauts on the International Space Station have started experiments growing plants in space. I thought they were already doing that, weren't they? Growing plants in space. She told the Houston, we have a podcast. That's the name of the podcast. Houston, we have a podcast. Do you listen to podcasts at all? That's how this show started. It started as audio only. Years ago now. It must be... Oh, we must be coming up to... Are we coming up to 14 or 15 years? Adam the plumber, I know. We might have just gone past 14 years or 15 years. I'm not sure which. She told them, those are very important as we try to understand how to grow plants and what the requirements are going to be for long-term spaceflight. Because you can't just take tins of stuff, can you? You've got to grow it yourself. You'd run out otherwise, you know. They need to figure out what the challenge is. Right now, I would say it's going to be very exciting that they've been able to grow plants and their crews have been able to consume some of them. Got to keep you going. There you go. They'll all have to be vegetarians, won't they? You can't take a pig out in space, can you? Poor little pigs. They're such friendly creatures. Why are you sitting there eating these poor things, dears? Poor pigs. Don't you even feel a little bit guilty about having a chicken's head chopped off for your dinner? How would you like it? What if those aliens come down, like in the TV series V, and ate you? You wouldn't like it, would you, my loves? We could have fruit and veg grown in space. I quite like the sign up. Pigs in space, very good partners. Pigs in... we've got to have echo with that, haven't we? Pigs in space. Yes, that was it. Park Nest. It was a late breakfast show. A bungee jump went wrong and the show was cancelled with immediate effects. Yes, I remember it. I remember that. I absolutely remember that programme. Tea break for Jason, Mick, and you pick another. Oh, it's only $2.99. Michael, I'm afraid it's £2. £2 per person for 5 minutes, Mike. So that's $2.99, which is about £2. So you can only choose one person for that. Who would you like? Who would you like? Michael Palmer. Perhaps I should have a little... We could have a little... Perhaps I've got a bit of music for that. Just a minute, Michael, before you answer. Let me see if I've got a little bit of music for that. While you're deciding some sort of count music. I don't know what I've got. Do you know, I don't think I've got anything. Let me see if I can... Stay, just a minute, Michael. Just a minute, man. Just a minute. Not yet. Hang on, I might get something from Epidemic Sounds, of which I am a member, fully paid up. Oh, what about the copyright? Shut up, idiot. Not you, darling. One moment, please. Count down clock. Let's see if we've got anything there. Oh, what's this? What's this? Just a moment, please. Let's try this. That's the one. There you go. That's the one. Here, Michael. This is for you. It's just for you. Right? Okay. Michael, you have... Hold up, some more money coming up. No, just choose one of them, Michael. Right, hang on a minute. Michael is now going to choose who is about to be timed out for 5 minutes. Michael, at this very moment, is making his choice. Please stand by, everyone. We are awaiting the names. The names are being decided. Well, I like this, don't you? I like this. Standing by for you, Michael. Awaiting your instructions. Thank you, Michael. It's going to be Jason Hughes. Bye-bye, Jason. Oh, and may I say, what a great piece of music. Just a minute, I'm going to download that. One moment, please. Download full mix. Here we go. And downloading. Got it. Also, I tell you what, this thank you, Michael. That has been done for you. Also, a couple of raffle tickets for Mr. Jason Hughes. 2 raffle tickets, 345 and 346. Mr. Jason Hughes, you get 345, 346 for Mr. Jason Hughes. 345 and 346. Jason, here you go, darling. There you go. Just a reminder, gang, when you time someone out, you also give them a chance to win a wonderful backdrop from a couple of weeks ago. 345 and 346 for Mr. Jason Hughes in the little pot there. Excellent. There we are, darlings. Oh, Mark, when you finish with that parachute that you're talking about there, can you cut the ropes off so that you can tie me down somewhere, please? Thank you so much. Today's timeout is the Guns Tank. It is our own version. Oh, that clock's still on there. Oh, do you like my clock, incidentally? That's new, that is. Isn't that great? Like my new clock. I love it. I love it, dear. Get rid of it. Bye-bye, clock. Well, this is fun this morning, isn't it? Now, where were we? I've got loads of bits of music, actually. Epidemic Sounds is where all the music comes from on this programme. I'll text this for you, just in case anyone who's interested in anything like that. So what you do, you pay £10 per month. It costs £10 a month, and that covers all the music on that site. And you link with those of you that are interested in this. Hello to Tay. Hello, darling. Long time no see. She did spirit spools at school with torn up notepaper and a plastic drum from a pencil sharpener. Very weird stuff went on. Very strange stuff goes on at schools. Especially boys' schools. I went to an all-boys school, London Ottery in Fulham. And very strange things used to go on in that school. that I cannot reveal on this programme. Anyway, yes, so those of you that are interested, all the music comes from a company called Epidemic Sound, EPIDEMIC, Epidemic Sound, and you pay £10 a month. You get a free trial of, I think, 30 days if you want to try it out. And then you sign up, £10 a month, every month comes out your account, which is nothing. And there's so much music on there, so much. And all the music that you see used on this channel comes from there. You link your YouTube channel with it. And then once you've done that, that's it. You don't get like a copyright warning or anything like that ever again, because it's all legal. There's always people, you know, people use other bits of music and they get warnings. Sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't. But for example, like that piece of music now. Now there are other things here. Was all I did was in the search box I typed in countdown clock. So that one came up, you just heard. There's another one here. Shall we have a little listen to some of these others? Let's have a listen. Some of them won't be suitable at all, you see. Here it comes. So that's another one there, see? What is this one here? Owly Interlapse. Shall we try that? Owly Interlapse. Yep. One more. Building the Tension, this one's called. No. No, not that one. Not that one. Maybe if I just type in clock. Or ticking. Ticking? Let's see. Ticking. Ticking. Ticking, it says. Ambient. Okay, let's try that. No. Ticking clock. Alternative hip hop. Oh, okay, let's try this. Do you like hip hop? Anyway, they're just a few of them there. And literally, there are hundreds. Cheerio, Michael. Nice to see you, sir. Literally, there are hundreds and hundreds of bits of music on there. And you can spend hours. My brother-in-law put me onto that. You can spend hours looking for something that you want. And other times, you can just go on, like then, and find that thing straight away. It's good, isn't it? Very good. Andy V likes the pictures of Fran, which is good. Thank you. No, Andy V, I don't pick on people. I just respond to what you're sending through, you see. I don't pick on anyone. I respond to what you're sending through. Have you ever heard me, for example, talk in such a way that I speak to you as I do to Fran? Or Rachel? Or Jeff? Or Diane? No, because they don't keep sending stupid messages. Shania is another one. Let's go up here. You know, they don't send stupid messages. Oh, hang on a minute. There's another one. Oh, hang on. Michael Pullman sent another super chat there. One moment. For Mick Davenport, and you pick another one. Oh, thank you, Michael. I will pick another one, darling. One moment, please. One moment. Don't spend all your money, Michael. I always say that if you want to send a tip, thank you very much. It's very appreciated, but only if you're not going to miss it. All right? Please, darling. I know, Chris, it's just banter, mate. No, let's choose him then. Let's remove, let's send Andy V for a second cup of tea today. Christ, he'd be going to the toilet every 5 minutes, wouldn't he? And who's the other one you wanted gone? Sorry, let me just scroll up there, Michael. Sorry, Mick Davenport. Perfect. An excellent choice, if you don't mind me saying so, Michael. Thank you very much. All right. Okie doke. Boris Johnson this is great. I'm very much into renewable energy, as you know. Boris Johnson will reverse his 20 years of mocking wind power as he unleashes a gale force green energy revolution today. He admitted we got it wrong when it comes to offshore wind farms, could not pull the skin off a rice pudding. Do you remember he said that? And pledged to have wind powering every home in the UK within 10 years. Now, we can do this in this country. We have the wind available all around. There's going to be, but the wind's not always blowing. Listen, where I am at this very moment, on various farms, they have their own sort of mini wind turbines. You've got the massive, great big ones that you see, right? Wind farms throughout the country, as you well know. You've got even bigger ones in the sea. For example, off the coast of Skegness. Go to Skegness, walk along, don't even need to be clear. You can see all these windmills out there. Let me tell you, they are enormous. Enormous. Right? I've never seen those not turning. Never. But even the ones round here, some of these farms have got like their own little, only got 2 blades on some of them. And I rarely see them not turning. Sometimes they're not turning. Sometimes they are not turning, admittedly. Right? But most of the time they're either going round at a rate, either fast or slow, whatever. We have the wind in this country. We get the wind enough to be able to have wind energy. I'm convinced by that. And, you know, experts, not me, experts will know where to position these turbines to get the most out of them. It's fantastic. Well, he's promised £160 million investment in the North and Scotland to build new specialist turbines off the coast. I get very excited by this sort of thing because I love it. I love the fact that you can put something up once it's built and then just leave it to bring electricity and you ain't got to do anything to it. Presumably at some point these cogs would wear out, I don't know. Or maybe they have to be oiled now and again or put a bit of grease in. But that's basically it. They just keep working. Same with solar panels. I've got solar panels down at the house, you know. Now, they don't provide all my electricity. They provide a fair old, more than half of it. More than half. And I'm not south-facing. There are houses, I've seen houses while I've been driving around Lincolnshire, and they have both solar panels and wind power as well. They probably got some sort of backup, and you can be completely disconnected from the power supply if you've got that. You know, you need to do it properly. You need to calculate, and of course, it's something I wouldn't be able to do. You need to calculate what you need. How many solar panels do you need? How big a wind turbine do you need? And how big does the battery have to be? You can't get it. You have to get someone in to do it. That's what they're paid for. They will know what you need. The investment will create 2,000 construction jobs quickly, with possibly 60,000 more in the future. It's great, isn't it? Mr. Johnson told his party there is one area where we are progressing quite literally with gale force speed and its green economy. Now, again, I happen to know this. This country is very good with the whole renewable energy thing. I mean, it's really good. So it does annoy me when these people go out and start moaning Raffle Tickets. There we go. Raffle Tickets, yeah. Moaning left, right and centre that we're not doing enough for the economy. For the green economy. And that's why. We do really well with the green economy. Actually, China as well, believe it or not. China as well does quite well with their green stuff. At the moment, they're still building power stations, but they also have been very good at doing wind things and solar things and all that. But people never talk about that. They always say that China is the big bad boy and all that. I don't think they are at all. I think there's a bit of racism involved in there in people, you know. And then people say, oh, the Chinese eat cats, they eat dogs and all this. Yeah, well, we eat chickens and cows. What's the difference? Answer, there isn't any. There's no difference. Just because you like a cat. And you know, the Chinese might like chickens. Who's got chickens? Is it Rachel got chickens? I think Rachel's got chickens there. Thank you, Michael. There we are. Da, da, da. And so that was Mick Davenport. Who else has got the tickets? Oh, it's Andy V, isn't it? Andy V. There we are, Andy V. Is he back yet, Andy V? Oh, I don't like him to come back too early. Oh, he is. Oh. Are you married, Andy? What do you work as a matter of interest? Just a matter of interest. Fran says the win. Yeah, there's your tickets there. Okay, all right. You don't need to know the numbers on these ones because they're for the for our delightful backdrop. That's what the tickets are for. Someone's going to win that backdrop on Thursday, live and exclusively on this channel. Not on any other channel. Not on the BBC. Not on ITV. Not even on George Bond's YouTube channel. Nowhere, only on here. Make sure. Oh, Jason's tea break. The dishes. Go wash the dishes. Jason, another tea break for Jason. Thanks very much, Michael Pullman. There you go, Jason. Another tea break for you today. Oh, dear. There you go, Jason. 351 and 352 for Jason. Oh, some of you are starting to get your own back on the loudmouths. I'm quite liking that. I really am. I can't pick sides. No, we have to remain impartial, just like the BBC. Don't think so. 351 and 352. A couple of tickets for Mr. Jason Hughes in our ticket retention unit. Thank you, Mr. Michael Pullman. Another cup of tea for Jason. Corey he'd be wetting himself today, won't he? Must remain in Paris. Andy is married. I'm a carer for my wife. Ah, right, okay. I won't delve into that. Good on you, Andy, there. It takes a special person, I think, to be a carer. I really do believe that. I don't think everyone can be a carer. I don't think I could be a carer. You know, it's all very well. I mean, when parents and some people die, you know, I've lost both my parents, and then you beat yourself up that you didn't do enough and all that business. And I'm sure there's a lot of truth in that. But you have to be I think you have to be a very special person to be a carer, to give up everything to care for one person. I've known a few people do that, and I hold my my arm out to you and raise you up knowing that you are a carer. Absolutely. Absolutely. Not everyone can be a carer. You're going to be very swell. Well done to you. Well done, Andy. Well done, Andy. Girls run this chat box, says Michael Palmer. They do now, my darling. They do now. The girls run this chat box. The girls never give me a problem. Never. 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 John Parrish making you rich. What, 11 quid? Come on, John Parrish. We all know you're the richest one on here, mate. You come on here moaning about your electricity bill. You could practically buy EDF, which we talked about earlier. Michael, don't send money unless you don't miss it, okay? That goes for anyone. Please don't ever send me a tip unless you don't miss it, all right, my loves? I'd hate to think that you're sitting there unable to eat because you sent me your cash. It's quite a nice thought, actually. I absolutely mean that, Andy. I wish I could be a more caring person. Even my my little cat, Katie, when she became ill, I just didn't know what to do. Just don't know what to do. Funny, isn't it, really? Oh, I don't know. Good. Well, I think that's all of the stories. But going back to that wind power and solar power, and I think have we got? There's the chap from Scotland. Well, what's his name? Is he with us? Oh, there's Gary. Hello, Gary. Morning, Gary. There's my nephew, Gary Butler. I showed Harry's present to me earlier. Here it is. It's kind of a Christmas thing, isn't it? So I'm not going to put it out yet. But not here in the studio anyway. But that will take pride of prize. Harry bought this with his own money. He just went randomly and bought this for me. Do you know what that means? To get a present from a little child like that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Michael's not got enough things to spend it on. I'm not a great spender, Michael. I need a reason to spend money on something. You know what I mean? There's a few things here and there, but nothing bad. I don't require you know how I am. I don't require the newest thing. I might look at something. For example, this computer monitor on the left. It's a bit old. It's still working, but the one on the right is brand new, and I can massively see the difference between the picture on that one and what I can see on that one. You know, it does. Maybe perhaps I should turn the brightness up a bit. Oh Christ, how do I do? Now we're running a risk here. We're running a risk here of me not being able to see anything. Let's check the menu. What does that do? A colour. Image. Oh, I don't know. Oh, what? Hang on. Oh, it says auto. What does that do? Not a lot. No, it hasn't improved it, but I can see the massive difference between the computer on the monitor on the right and the monitor on the left. So that might be something I've replaced, but not necessary now. Do you know what I mean? Paul and Lou's been to Aldi's, done a full shop and come back, and Chris is still on. Of course, dear. Of course. Oh, I don't know, Mark. What happened to the show finishing earlier? We try and finish earlier. 10 o'clock I'd like this to stop. 10 o'clock I'd like the show to finish. That's true, that is. There's another one. Maureen. Never a problem, are you, Maureen? She don't sit there trying to trip me up every 5 minutes. Reset to the factory defaults. Well, I just did that. I hit auto. I mean, it's all right, that screen. It's all right, but it's nowhere near as good as this one. The one on the right this is an old karaoke screen. I say old. It was on a karaoke stand. And I can't see me going out doing mobile karaoke anymore. I might do it back again at Central Station at some point, but certainly not mobile. I can't be bothered to lift all the blooming speakers and all that in the bags. Right, okay, gang. Let's do today's raffle tickets, if you'd like a raffle ticket. The good news is I found another one. So we have got next week's fridge magnet here. If you'd like the chance to win a fridge magnet, you'll need a raffle ticket. All you've got to do is say, ticket please, in the chat box, or text your requesting on 07551 259 675, and I will give you a raffle ticket. All right? Raffle tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. There's our Jeff. Help yourself to any runner beans that are ready from the plants on the patio. Have you got runner beans, Jeff? Thank you very much. Thank you, Jeff. 561 for Maureen. 562 for Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, the BBC have been in contact again. They want me to do another 20-minute show, which will be on, I think, the 1st of November. So I've got that to work on now. Busy, busy. That's what you're going to do. Keep busy. Busy, busy, busy. It's good, isn't it? So I'm going to do that soon. Jeff, Mick Davenport, 563. Remember to write your numbers down. You'll need these when we pull it. Mark Bowles, 564. Have you got that rope yet, Mark? 564. Diane Jeb, 565. 565 for Diane. Oh, that's funny. 5684. Hang on, Diane Jeb. Oh, Christ. 565, Diane Jeb. John Aitken, 568. Must have given out a couple of tickets or something. John Aitken, 568. Rachel, 569. 570 for Daniel Holmes. Right. 5. Oh, blimey. What are you all doing? Hang on a minute. 571. Rachel, Daniel. Jason Hughes. 571 for Jason Hughes. 572 for Philip Hutchinson. Thank you, Phil. Gary Ross. 573. Ross Herndon. 574. Couple of super chats coming in there. A £3 super chat there from Paul Adamson. Thank you, Paul. Very kind. Right, you get 3 of the other raffle tickets. This is a different raffle, yeah? 3 of the other raffle tickets, which get you... thank you for the tip. I'll give you 3 free raffle tickets. There you go. 353, 354 and 355. They are for this... Okay, the backdrop there. Okay? All right, Paul? I'm very rich today, aren't I? There you go. 3 raffle tickets for that, Paul. All right? Oh, hang on. I've gone. Hello? There I am. Back! All right. 3 raffle tickets there. And that's for what you just saw there. I'll also give you a raffle ticket for, of course, the fridge magnet as well. Okay, so the fridge magnet raffle ticket is... That's the only one you need to know the number for, the fridge magnet one. Okay, 575 for your fridge magnet one there. Paul Adamson. Wait, hang on a minute. Paul Adamson. I haven't already given you one, have I, darling? There you go, Paul. 575. All right, Paul, for that one there. Good. Shania, 576. Fran Green, 577. And a super chat there from Michael Pullman to give Jason Hughes another cup of tea. There you go, Jason. Another little cup of tea for you. Oh, hang on. No, I've done that wrong. Sorry, one moment. Has that worked? I don't know if that's worked. Just a moment. Yes, I think that's worked. There you go. Oh, timed out. There we go. Timed out. Oh, something might have gone wrong there. I might have timed them out 3 times. I'll have to pay myself £4. I wonder if they build up. Well, we're going to find that out now. Whether they build up or not. Timed outs. Because I think I've done that 3 times accidentally. Well, we'll see what happens. See what happens. That's a little experiment. You're like a little guinea pig today, Jason Hughes. You're a guinea pig, darling. A guinea pig. And Michael Pullman thinks that you need a little bowl of water. So he's going to give you one for 5 minutes. Tony, Fran Green, Michael Pullman, 578. Tony King, 579. Might as well give Jason the backdrop. Oh, dear. It's not fair, really, is it, Mark? You know, I give away stuff like backdrops. Surely you could give away a pair of your grey tracky shorts to me. I would like to put them on while I go to sleep. I might not go to sleep straight away. John's got to know I'm going to have a flu injection. Good luck with that, John. It's all right. It's easy enough, mate. It's easy enough. Is that everyone? Let me just see. Have I done all the raffle tickets? Let's have a look. Mr. John Parrish. Sorry, John. Tea breaks at £2, John. Tea breaks at £2, I'm afraid, darling. Sorry about that, John. Tea breaks at £2. However, I will give you a free raffle ticket for yourself. Hang on a minute. What have I done? Have I done everything right here? Have I missed someone out? Have I done something wrong? No. So, I'm getting confused here. 356, Mr. John Parrish, you get a ticket to try and win the backdrop again. 1 free raffle ticket for you. 356. There you go. Dong, in there. No, we don't want the boxers. We want the grey shorts. And I will wear them live on this programme as well, my love. I will put them on. I will do a whole show in those shorts, Mark. I'm a bit concerned I might have to have a break doing the show if I've got them on all that time. But there we are. Don't muck around with Michael Pullman, I'm telling you that now. I think sometimes you push someone a bit too hard and then they go. And that's what's happened, you see. He's like a rabid dog, aren't you, my love? Or maybe like a fairy princess from Disney. La la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la. Right, have I missed anyone out from the raffle tickets? If so, please let me know now, my darlings. Meanwhile, let's just do today's... Oh, there's a message from Rachel Wheatland who says, Fran, you're beautiful. I told you. They're really nice pictures. Thank you for those, Fran. Happy birthday on this Tuesday, the 6th of October 2020, to my cousin, Simon Pannell. He's 55 today, aren't you, Simon? Happy birthday to you, sir. A long time no see. Happy birthday, Simon. Kitty Monroe. She winds up all the other drag queens, don't you, my love? I love it. Happy birthday, Kitty. Tweetie Charlotte. Happy birthday to you. Yelitzeo. Games. Happy birthday to you. Jim Fallon. Hello, Jim. 33 years old today. Wayne Hutchins. Good morning. Happy birthday. Steve Newman today. 58 years old. Jessica Louise Brown. 37 years old. Peter Kitcher. Happy birthday, Peter. Domy Dima is 24 today. Terry Corbin. Morning, Terry. 53. And Eduard Dorimon today is a very young 26 years old. To you, my beautiful people, a big happy birthday on this Tuesday morning. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right. Gang, if you're leaving us at this point, just a reminder, gang, there is a quiz show tonight. Quiz show tonight starts at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is our quiz show. You can also go and play it down at Central Station if you want. That's in King's Cross. They'll be showing it at 8 o'clock as well. Alrighty. Okie doke, boys and girls. It's time for our daily game of bingo. You would have got a little bingo ticket in your post. Let's bring up the bingo board. Ba 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 ba. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hang on. That's the bingo channel. Where's the bingo board? There it is. The bingo board is there. After the bingo, we'll leave the chat box open. Probably for quite some time today, because I should be going for a mega long walk today. I've decided to go for a mega long walk. These little old legs, These little legs, they need to be exercised. Oh, but these little Mark Bowles, I think you could exercise my legs, couldn't you, my love? You could do some exercising on my legs, eh? Okie doke. Are you ready for today's game of bingo? Here we go. As always, gang, it's a full house only. You need to mark off all the numbers on your bingo tickets. And as soon as you've done that, shout out bingo in the chat box. You have 1.5 minutes to make your claim. If you don't claim within 1.5 minutes, then once we've moved on to the next number, I'm afraid you've missed it, okay? The prize is another raffle ticket underneath Tony King's raffle tickets. Okay, someone is going to win the magic number of 580. Little Mark, I just want to kiss that little tattoo on your neck. I really do, darling. Oh, well. Stand by, everyone. Here comes your first exciting number on today's enthralling game of bingo. Where's George Bond this morning, incidentally? Where's he today? He's not here. 4 and 5, 45. 8 and 4, 84. Love you, Rachel. 6 and 1, 61. Rachel, queen of TikTok on this channel. 61. 2 and 8, 28. 6 and 7, 67. All on its own, number 3. 8 and 3, 83. 6 and 5, 65. 3 and 6, 36. 2 and 6, 26. All the ones, legs 11. Oh, where's my little thing now? Where's it? 1 and 8, 18. 1 and 6, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Happy birthday, sweet 16. Yeah, baby. 3 and 9, 39. Oh, where's that gone now? Where's my bingo gone? There it is. 39. 60, blind 60. 8 and 7, 87. All on its own, number 5. Top of the shop, blind 90. 7 and 6, 76. 80, blind 80. 6 and 9, 69. 6 and 8, 68. 1 fat, disgustingly, morbidly obese, no personality or talent whatsoever, Gemma Collins, number 8. 8 and 2, 82. 7 and 5, 75. 4 and 2, 42. 3 and 2, 32. 1 and 3, very unlucky for some, 13. All on its own, number 4. 7 and 2, 72. 4 and 3, 43. 4 and 1, 41. 7 and 8, 78. Incidentally, if you want to avoid the chat box completely and just send emails in, I'll try and what I'll do is start keeping an eye on that as well. You know, then perhaps we can get some of the sensible messages throughout the course of the show. That's an idea, isn't it? I'll leave the email box open. Of course, if you just start sending endless emails that are absolutely irrelevant to anything going on, that'll go straight to spam, I'm afraid. So, it might work a little bit better, actually. Because you would think before you do an email, wouldn't you? It's not so much instant. That might work. 5 and 4, 54. 7 and 3, 73. 1 and 2, 12. 7 and 4, 74. 2 and 5, 25. Who's going to win today? Are you excited? 1 little duck. Number 2, quack. No Denise with us today. She's away today. I'm going to see her tomorrow. Oh, yes, it's time for Meet the Viewer. I'm going to see my friend Denise and her lovely husband, Alton Andrews, who does loads of radio shows. Top man, Alton. He can do any radio show you throw at him. Anything. Very clever. 7-0, blind 70. 1 and 9, 19, 19 inches mark, 19, 19. All the fours at 44. 4 and 8, 48. Mark, do I need to book myself in sort of, in the future, in the hospital for to check out kidney damage? Would I need to do that? 2 and 9, 29. 8 and 1, 81. 6 and 4, 64. 2 little ducks, 22. Quack, quack. 4 and 7, 47. Take a couple of loaves of bread to feed the ducks, says Gary Ross. Gary, I'm a Catholic. We don't need to take 2 loaves of bread. We take 1 loaf and 2 fishes. We bless them and then we get loads more. Didn't you even know that? God's sake. Oh, Shania, please. Tell them, Shania. Tell them, Shania, I am surrounded by heathens, dear. Heathens. Oh, God. 2 loaves. Why would a Catholic be carrying 2 loaves of bread? Tell them, Shania. It's so hard. I think it's just become too much for me, really. I'm going to take up model railways instead. Just push a button and it goes round. If I was looking at like a little train going around the track, it wouldn't just suddenly stop and start shouting stupid comments out at me, would it? Only need 1 loaf of bread and 2 fishes. You bless it and all this bread just appears in front of you on a big table. It's wonderful. Next number, please. 4 and 7, 47. See, Rachel knows. She knows. 7 and 1, 71. 3-0, blind 30. 5 and 1, 51. 6 and 2, 62. 3 and 8, 38. Oh my God. Oh, Shania. Look at that comment from Daniel Woodhouse. Why would a Catholic carry 2 loaves? Because they're taking them back to Asda for a refund. I can't stand it any longer. I think I'm considering taking all my pills and seeing what happens in one go. Does it matter how many loaves I have? $5 blind 50. 5 and 2, 52. 5 and 8, 58. Oh, the 7, 77. 5 and 7, 57. Daniel doesn't know because he's not an expert. Right. Listen. Matthew 14:13-21. When Jesus heard what had happened, he withdrew by boat privately to a solitary place. Hearing of this, the crowds followed him on foot from the towns. When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. As evening approached, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a remote place and it's already getting late. Send the crowds away. Go away, so that they can go to the villages and buy themselves some food." Jesus replied, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." 17, verse 17. "We have only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, so I was slightly wrong with that." They answered. 18, "Bring them here to me," he said. And he directed the people to sit down on the grass, taking, here it comes, Daniel Woodhouse. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish and looking up to heaven, where there are no people giving stupid comments out. He gave thanks and broke the loaves. Then he gave them to the disciples. The disciples gave them to the people. They all ate and were satisfied. And the disciples picked up 12 basketfuls of broken pieces that were left over. The number of those who ate was about 5,000 men, besides women and children. Get it? Oh, Mark. What is wrong with these people, darling? Philip says, "I don't care what your name is, you're not walking across my lake." Parknest once went to a Catholic club. They called out the bingo numbers in Latin to confuse the Protestants. Oh, dear. Feed the 5,000. That's what it's... Oh, Gary Ross. COVID-19 was invented by the Vatican. Oh, God. Paul and Lou are going. They've missed the end of the bingo. Shania said they've had a power cut at work. Oh, you've missed it, Shania. You've missed... The heathens on here is unbelievable, my love. Do you know, there are actually people on this channel now who play the quiz and don't even know what the hymns are. The 3's 33. 1 and 7, 17. All the 5's 55. 6 and 3, 63. 5 and 3, 53. 3 and 7, 37. 7 and 9, 79. 4 and 6, 46. 2-0, blind 20. You better watch this back, Shania. Take a note of the time. 3 and 4, 34. 3 and 5, 35. 3 and 1, 31. All on its own. 1 click, number 6. All the 6's. 2 clicks. 66. 8 and 9, 89. All on its own. Little number 1. 5 and 6, 56. 1 and 5, 15. We have... Oh, no. We've got a winner on 15. Here comes the clock. You've got 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your prize. Oh, will I need a walking frame, Mark? Be worth it, mate. Be well worth it. Well worth it. I'll order one now. All right. Come on, baby faces. Who's going to claim on this one? Da 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 da. Ba da da ba 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 da 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 da. Morning, Michael Lawrence. Hello to you. Hello, Michael. Are we carrying on for another win? Okay, carrying on for a win, gang. Let's pull a number out of the old hat. Here we go. 1 and 4, 14. And we have another winner on 14. Let's bring up the clock again, gang. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Who's won on 14? Let's do these little raffle tickets here, my loves, while I'm sitting here waiting. Got 580 there. Little Paul Adamson, little Ross Herndine, all going in the pot here. Worry not, little Gary Ross, little Philip Hutchinson, little Jason Hughes, all in the pot there. Little Daniel, Rachel, all in there. No, not here either. Must make sure that don't come off there. No. No one here? No, not there, are they? Oh dear. Oh dear. Ba da 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 da. Oh. Okay, still not there. Let's carry on for another one, gang. Still looking for a winner. 8 and 5, 85. All on its own, number 7. All on its own, number 9. 2 and 3, 23. 8 and 6, 86. We have a winner on 86. Yeah. 86. Who's it going to be, gang? Chop, chop. Who's going to be winner on number 86? Da, 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 da. Actually, 2 winners. 2 winners on 86. Is it you? Is it you I'm looking for? 'Cause I wonder where I... Tusk. Tusk. Oh, you're so naughty. Sorry, Gary, it's not you, is it, mate? Da, 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 da. I shall be ringing you shortly, Gary, when I'm on my extended walk today. Do you know we only did 2,000 steps yesterday, Gary? I was surprised at that. I thought we'd done more than that yesterday. Oh, we are. Jason Hughes claiming bingo there. Clock. There it is. Clock. And Jason's... See, he didn't really win. He's only won because other people didn't turn up. But that's the way it is. Okay. Oh, he's just... Oh, he's moaning again. Go away, will you? Jason Hughes, 4, 5, 12, 14, 29, 30, 34, 43, 57, 58, 65, 71, 77, 81 and 86. Congratulations to Jason Hughes on ticket number 580. You're after little Tony King, look. Little Tony King, there you are. 580. After Tony King. Okay. Well done to Mr. Jason Hughes. Well, boys and girls, what an exciting show that is. Let me just clear that down. As you know, you can't claim for other people's raffle tickets or bingo tickets. I mean, where would we all be if we allowed that? We can't have any of that, dear. Oh, it's Heidi Young. Good morning, Heidi. Heidi, you've just managed to get yourself out of bed, Heidi. Good God, dear. What time is this, my love? You seem to be getting later and later, Heidi. What's going on? Tonight, it's Tuesday night, so do join us for bingo from 8 o'clock on this. Sorry, not bingo. It's our quiz night tonight. 8 o'clock is quiz night on a Tuesday, so I do hope you'll be able to join us this evening from 8 o'clock, gang. 8 o'clock is bingo, is quiz time tonight, exclusively on this channel. Now, when the show is finished, a chat box will open, and we'll be able to talk to each other probably for over an hour today. All right? I'll leave the chat box open while I go and do my little bit of walking. And I'll see you again tonight at 8 o'clock. If you're not here for the quiz, then join us again tomorrow morning at 8:45. Have a lovely day. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I'll see you later tonight. Bye-bye.